Hi guys, Animation here, and on today's tutorial we're going to be making this cute top. Guys, I've been seeing this top around and I wanted to make one for myself. So instead of making it just for myself, I thought to myself, why not make a tutorial so my babies can make for themselves as well. So here is a well-detailed tutorial. A beginner can use this, or anybody that wants to recreate this top. So without much talking, let's get right into the tutorial.
So to begin, I came down from my pattern paper by 6 inches. You can do 5. Then this is my bust line, under bust, waist, and then I added 5 more inches to the waist to bring down to the length of the top. This is where I want it to be. You can bring it down wherever you want yours to be. So after that, we're going to start doing the next. So the next thing is to impute our shoulder measurement. My shoulder measurement is 15 divided by 2, which is 7.5. Then you come down by your armhole, which is, but before we do that, you come down by 1 inch first. Then impute your armhole. Mine is my bust divided by 6 plus 1.5, which is also 7.5. You put that here, and then you rule this line, connect it to this line here. Remember, we came down 6 inches, so don't forget, start your measurement from here. And then, just to be sure I have a straight line, I'm still going to mark this my 7.5 here. And then, I'm going to make a straight line to connect it to the shoulder line, like so. And just like that, this is our chest line now. We mark it straight. So, to get the armhole curve, I'm going to divide this 7.5 by 2. I'm going to divide it by 2, and then wherever I get, I'm going to come out by half of an inch here. I'm going to go in rather by half of an inch. Then I'm going to use my armhole curve. No, before I do that, sorry, I'm going to add my bust measurements. My bust measurement divided by 4 is 9.25, and I'm going to mark that here. And then I'm going to use my curve ruler to create the armhole curve now. Like it. Make sure it's touching this point, the half inch you came out by, and then your bust measurement on the chest line, and then you make the curve. So now we've made our armhole curve. So the next thing is, we already have our bust, this bust measurement, so it's just going to observe for this and the bust line. Then impute your under bust, impute your waist, and then the rest of the measurements. So after I was done adding my body measurements, the next thing I'm going to do is to add 1 inch for allowance. I don't need much allowance on this, so 1 inch all around. One inch. So the next thing now is to create the side dart. This is the bust line here. So you have to measure your front waistline and your back waistline. Whatever is the difference, that is what you're going to come down in the front. For some people, it's 2 inches. For some, it's 1.5. For some, it's 1 inch. So whatever the difference is, that is what you're going to come down with. For me, it is 1.5 inches. So that is what I'm going to come down here by. And then you're going to measure your nipple to nipple, which mine is 8 divided by 2 is 4, and I'm going to mark that point right here. And then I'm going to bring a ruler and make a straight line from this point to the 1.5 I came down with. So automatically this is your side dart now. So when cutting the back, you're going to put this into consideration. You're going to remove it from the back. So yes, right now we're done with drafting the entire pattern. But then this top we are making has like a sheared effect from the underbust down. So we are going to cut from this underbust upwards. Do you understand? So now that is what we are going to do. We're going to cut out just from this underbust up to separate the underbust from this other part that is going to be sheared. But before separating it from the underbust, I use the pattern to cut out the back, which I want to maintain this curve. If I cut it straight, I might not get this curve. So I folded in this side that I told you that you're going to take into consideration while cutting the back. folded it in, then placed it, and then I added 4 extra inches to this side because this back is going to be shirred. Please don't forget, I added 4 inches to this side on fold, which means if it's opened it's 8 inches. So now I'm going to cut here, and then I'm going to add half-inch allowance for folding up here, and I'm going to go straight. There's nothing much going on in the back, just straight from here. Okay, now the back is cut. This is the back. We're going to set it aside and then work on the front. Now let's get back to the front. So we're supposed to divide it from this under bust. So that is what I'm going to do now. Set this aside because this part is also going to be shared. So we're going to add another 4 inches to this when cutting it on fabric. So now we're gonna open this up to see what we have. Like so. Now for the front, this top part, I'm going to firstly take this line up. It's going to serve as a guideline for me. And then from here, I'm going to measure how wide I want the strap that goes around the neck to be. I think I want to do 3 or 4 inches. Let me do 3 inches or 4. Let's keep it at 4. Then from your armhole here on the opposite side, you are going to make a curve to meet these 4 inches. Do you understand? From here, you are going to make a curve to meet this. This is our actual shoulder line. The reason why I added 6 inches to this is so that when I'm joining the extra strap, the joining will not show around the part that is visible. This is going to be at the back of the neck, so it's not going to be visible. That is why I added this extra 6 inches. Okay, so you are going to make the curve like in any way you want. Like I'm just going to perfect it off camera and then I'll come back. After cutting, this is what I'm left with: the top part and the bottom part that is going to be shared. So now I'm going to go and cut this on fabric and then we'll start sewing. I'm done cutting everything now, the front and the back. So the next thing now is to start sewing it. Now I've sewn the front, I've taken in the side dart, and then I turned it with a lining. The next thing is to iron it, but there's no light at the moment. So I'm going to move on to shirring this part, the back, and then the other part of it. So after shirring it, the next thing is to join it together, and then join the back, and then cut out a strap as long as you want and join it to this part, and we're basically done with the top.
This was the result of our top when I was done doing all that. Alright guys, we've come to the end of this tutorial. I hope you enjoy, and if you did, make sure to like and drop a comment. Bye, see you on another one.